supposedly this shit got worse. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure I already know like half of this shit. If you look at the description.
The masculine that you're doing, no one to be around.
He's speaking facts though, Twin. Ain't no cap. No,
And I wouldn't
know Twin be speaking of facts.
even bring you around nobody. After a while, you would just become annoying. Seriously. And that's probably what Kai see. Maybe you just an annoying female.
It seems like the Zoe Spencer situation is just never gonna die down. I honestly thought I was gonna make that one video on it, but apparently she's beefing with the entire
Cat though, man.
Industry now purely because Kai didn't let her into Streamer University, and her newest target is Soul Illuminati. You can see her dissing
Nah, she finna get fried though. I ain't gonna lie.
him.
Soul Illuminati.
Damn, she a new gen for real, boy. She don't even know, bro.
On the internet talking about me, talking about you a grown man. You coming up on here crying? Suck my.
It's understandable for her to be a little upset about what So said, but she took it a little bit too far when at the end she started talking about his family. But I'm getting a little too ahead of myself.
Whoa, what?
So I'm gonna start from the very beginning with everything that happened, in case you're unaware.
You calling me a in front of all these mother people?
I was just watching this shit.
Hey, cut it.
Cuddy. You.
Timestamps throughout the video if you need them. So Illuminati is a pretty prominent YouTuber back in the day. It is even still relevant to this day based off his return to streaming. But he used to upload reaction videos, 2K content, a whole plethora
The GOAT, you feel me?
of things, and a lot of people really liked him just based off of his personality. It didn't matter if he was out here playing the game, reacting to something, or just yapping to the camera. Somebody was gonna watch it, and by somebody I mean a ton of people, because he grew his channel to have over 2 million subs. Because of how successful Soul Illuminati was, it was only a matter of time he would dip his toes into streaming, the thing that was taking over everyone's screen, and of course Soul wanted to be a part of that, and he did end up streaming, having some collabs, having some fun on there. But most recently he ran into some trouble when he talked about Zoe Spencer and the Streaming University situation, and I have an entire video breaking it down if you want a more in-depth look of what he's talking about. But just know Zoe Spencer got denied from Streamer University, which is a thing that Kai is hosting. She was so upset to the point she started crying on the timeline and not knowing why she got denied.
So you didn't make it and now you throwing the name Zeddy under the bus because he's not a streamer? Maybe they see the potential in him. Like, no hate towards whoever this girl is. No way you got your on and cried because you didn't make a university, bro. You a grown woman. Like, this is a grown woman. And I seen what you be doing. That masculine, you the type of, bro, that masculine you be doing, you the type of biting while you sucking it. Like, we can't trust you.
No.
I wouldn't put you on at all. Cut that masculine and maybe you might get more opportunities. Nobody want to be around a masculine girl. Even if it's fake, my baby. Simple. Simple. Then you got your on here crying, throwing other people under the bus, that he's not even a streamer. I'm glad Kai made that decision.
This is only the start of what Soul Illuminati was saying, and his sentiments echoed like what a lot of people had already thought when she got on the internet and did this. Most people were sitting there not understanding why she was so upset to the point where she had to cry and be overdramatic just because she didn't get into Kai's Streamer University. When again, anyone who's unaware, Streamer University is just a 2-day, basically like 24-hour stream that Kai's going to be doing with a bunch of streamers, 120 of them, and some professors. It's not like this golden opportunity of content where if you miss out on it, then you're just not gonna be able to become a content creator at all. You can still do your own thing, and especially if you didn't get in, this will push you to show why, hey, even though you didn't pick me, I'm still an amazing content creator. If you just saw it as a golden opportunity to boost yourself, then I feel like you're already failing at content to begin with. And most people were very lost while she was sitting here crying about it, when in reality she's already an established content creator, not only on YouTube, Twitch, but also other platforms like Instagram and TikTok. She is well known and even gets to hang around these streamers pretty often. So crying as if you didn't get this one opportunity so it means your career is just over didn't really make any sense at all. But of course this couldn't be the only thing Soul Illuminati says, so later on
No one understands me. If I actually told people how I'm feeling, they would think of me differently. That is a lie that I told myself when
in this video, he ends up pausing it and saying something even crazier than this.
You don't know what you did. Maybe you just not it. Maybe you might blow up solo on your own. What you mean you don't know what you did? We seen the clip. I wouldn't have brought you in either. And I'm not gonna even pull up the clip, but I seen it. You have a fake masculine personality. This girl, whoever you are, your name Zoe Spencer. Maybe you should just focus on becoming a better creator, because the masculine you're doing, no want to be around that. And I wouldn't even bring you around nobody. After a while, you would just become annoying. Seriously. And that's probably what Kai see. Maybe you just an annoying female. It ain't even got to be nothing deeper. You don't have to come, I don't know why. Just take a look back at your track record and look at what you was doing. You trying to emasculate with that personality you have. You trying to dog out of here, man. Type of get RKO'd. I don't hit girls at all. But finishers is acceptable. I didn't touch her. I just touched her with this.
I shouldn't have to say it, but I feel like I need to. Obviously, y'all shouldn't be RKOing these women. So it's just a different breed of content creator who apparently can't get canceled for anything. So I'm just gonna let that slide and just put that note there. And obviously, a lot of the things that he said are what people online were thinking anyway when this whole news dropped. If you're unaware of the specific clip he's talking about, I recommend you to go watch my other video where I broke down the clip. But it just shows her going crazy and talking at Kai Cenat when an entire room of people all looking at them, going quiet, making them the main attention. Yet she's not changing her tone, she's not stopping or anything like that. She outright says she doesn't care, and in her eyes she doesn't see anybody else in the room. Obviously that's gonna make somebody uncomfortable, and even Kai himself said in that situation he was embarrassed. And then that same night she was doing other things to other AMP members, like biting Duke and Phantom, even going up to Agent and making him really uncomfortable with a huge camera in his face. So it makes sense why a lot of AMP members from their perspective probably wouldn't want to hang out with her. Even for the streamer university specifically, Zoe just has a certain personality that if you're a new content creator in a new environment, it probably wouldn't mesh well, because your nervous self with her outward going personality probably would not be the best. I don't know, that's just how I feel personally about the situation, and I could agree with Soul Illuminati in some parts of it, saying that most likely her personality just does not mesh with what Kai was thinking. Now it could be other stuff on top of that. I truly feel like that's just the main thing. They've already hung out a bunch of other times, so he has a good grasp of what she's like, and if he's just like, man, for this specific thing, so your personality just is not that, then that's just what it is. It doesn't need to be a huge crying scene on the internet, because then when someone comes out and calls you out for why he feels like it's dumb, then a lot of people are going to just flock to him and agree with it immediately, because that's what they've all been thinking, and someone is finally out on the internet saying it.
Came on here to get all this sad sympathy. You on your Megan Thee Stallion right now. She came on here to get all that sadness. To make that look like a bad guy because he didn't pick you. That's crazy. You overdo. You have no balance, man. That's what it is. You overdo that you was doing. Sometimes you need to read energy and know, like, okay, you GG's, like, you're going too far. You didn't get the picture. We seen the clip. You be doing too much.
I'm gonna be honest, So is a normal creator who talks about what he feels on specific issues all the time. He used to do it in YouTube videos, now he does it on stream. When he talked about the Zoe Spencer stuff, I don't even think he said anything that crazy. Yes, some personal attacks were probably made when he called her masculine, but I feel like that was just a description of her. She literally sometimes goes around and talks to people in a deep voice on purpose to catch them off guard, to make them think that she is a guy sometimes. This is something she just does for her content, and the over-aggressive personality that some people call it, maybe you just call it being overly yourself or just over-extroverted, whatever it is, can be off-putting to some people. That's even what I said in my video. If you go and analyze the clip, then you would understand why a lot of people feel this way, because no matter the situation, no matter where she's at, she is going to stay true to herself and be like this. And there are some situations and some times where you would just need her to chill and calm down, and she just is not going to. So it makes sense why anybody else, even So, could come to this conclusion. But I don't see as to why she would be too upset about this, because So wasn't the only person saying these things. Basically, any content creator who reacted to this or made a commentary video about it said the exact same thing. And in those commentary videos, they didn't really give her that much gratitude, at least the ones that I saw. At least later on in this clip, So Illuminati said this.
Also, hold on. Yo, whoever the Zoe girl is, bro, keep grinding. Seriously. I'm pretty sure you can make it, put on a lot of girls, make your own movement, It's not the end of the world. To be honest, we want to see a whole bunch of new people, get put on from the streamer community. I don't think you would have been a good professor or nothing.
I can already understand what some people might be saying that are on Zoe's side when listening to this response. It doesn't matter that he had that good comment at the very end, telling her that she can definitely come up and her content will be good, because all that other stuff that he said earlier, it's not even about what he said, but it's more about the delivery. And I would just say you guys are pretty uninformed on Soul Illuminati, because he talks this way about literally everything and criticizes a lot of stuff. He tries to dramatize it and put it in a funny manner, but most of the time this is how he's talking about anything, whether it comes to random internet drama or even one of his own friends in a specific situation. He doesn't care to really speak his mind. I don't know if that info is going to really help you process why he would say these things these way, and probably if you're already not on his side, that's not going to help you at all. But I did want to just inform some people that are not liking the way Soul said what he said. This is just how he speaks, and trust me, it's not because it's her, it's just because it's him, and this is just how he talks. But obviously when this happened, Zoe Spencer was live and would end up seeing these clips and did not take it well at all, because he ended up going on a 2-minute entire rant that I am going to break up into parts, talking about Soul Illuminati, disrespecting him, and even going too far to the point where she mentioned his family.
Who is the Soul Illuminati? Who's the Soul Illuminati? Yeah, Soul Illuminati, suck my because you're a grown man talking about a grown right? How about you get a life, you old and suck my you're on my I don't give a what the did. Are you going? You gay suck my I don't give a his name is stupid as he's talking about me and talking. If you ain't got nothing to say, if you ain't got nothing nice to say, hey, Soul Illuminati, do you have anybody saying hi to you? You hate. Yeah. How about that? You done up the wrong tree. Cause now I'm not gonna stop. Every stream, I will call you a I don't even know you until now. I don't even know who the you are.
Now, I'm gonna try and see it from her perspective, and before you type your rant in the comment section, just listen. In Soul's response where he was talking about Zoe Spencer, he outright said he did not know who she was, which would make sense. For anyone who was unaware, Soul took an entire break from the internet for the longest time ever, so it would make sense how we would not come across Zoe at all or even know what her content is. Now, Zoe is just reciprocating that energy by saying she doesn't know who he is and then acting like she doesn't know how to pronounce his name. And I am saying acting because multiple times in that same clip, the girl behind her actually corrected her and said his name right, and she's just intentionally saying it wrong for no reason, to just be disrespectful. But the only reason this doesn't work is because Soul is a way more well-known YouTuber than her in the 2K community, and when it comes to content in general, he is just a vet in the game who's been making content for the longest time in the world. And I hate being that guy when making these videos, but if you take it to a purely number standpoint, Soul just averages more than her on everything. YouTube, Twitch, she averaged around 2K viewers this stream, while Soul in his averages around 20K. So overall, he is just a more well-known content creator than her. So this just seems like she's trying to just be disrespectful with no real validity to what she is saying, and it's just trying to be hurtful because that's what it seems like he did to her by saying he has no idea who she is.
I didn't even know who you were until now. You boring. You're mad because you're a boring and I'm crashing out on you. You stupid. I have a dumb username.
Somebody say they crashing out on you, bro. Like, bro, that shit corny, bro. That's how you spot a fake crash out, twin. It's all fake, little twin.
Your name is, hold on, Mike. Your name is dumb, and you're how does he look? Stop. How does he look? I'm cutting his. Who gives a about you? You lame. You look lame. You're lame. Oh my God, you're ugly. Are you dumb? You have a USA outfit on. July 4th. Hold on. Like, are you kidding me right now? I can't believe I'm even giving you the time.
Crazy take, but in Soul's response, he talked about the way that you act around other people, your energy, and your overall demeanor while doing content. Right now, all Zoe is talking about is how he's unknown, which just isn't true, and the fact that he looks ugly, which if she thinks that, bro, that's subjective, that's her. But at the end of the day, this is not doing anything but proving his point more and more. The more she goes on and the more she acts this way, it just seems like what Soul was saying was correct and true. I mean, if this is how you're gonna act due to criticism, which you receive every day, you're a content creator, then people are just gonna sit here and constantly say, wow, Soul was true, because literally not only 10 minutes after he said that, you're over here crashing out and acting how he says you act all the time. And I feel like it would have been more beneficial to her to just break down what he said on stream and try to clarify why she is the way that she is and how she does her type of content and why she's been doing it this way and how she's already done content with Kai, Zeddy, all this stuff. It would have been more beneficial for her because they could have had an actual dialogue. Now, do I think two people communicating over the internet is that crazy of a thing? No. But if she really was upset, I feel like DMing him, talking to him off stream, or even setting up a stream that they could do together to discuss it because it hurt her feelings in any way would have been better. Because I don't understand why we're going this route. I don't understand why she's not crying about this situation specifically, but I don't think crashing out is really doing her any favors either.
Have a hairline? Why do you always got on the do-rag? You need a retwist. He's hit. He's a chop. Look at him. He's a broke. Your dog.
Now I'll be honest, you say some things, Soul says some things, you say some things, y'all go back and forth, the drama for the week, I would love that. But when you instantly lost a lot of people who would be on your side is when you started talking about his family. Now Soul is the one that said all this stuff to you. It wasn't his family, it wasn't nobody else, it was just him. So when you brought that up, you're instantly gonna lose people because why are you even bringing those people into it? You already aren't talking about the things that he actually said and addressing those points, and now you're talking about people who have nothing to do with the situation. It's just gonna make people sit here and think you're upset about what he said because you either think it's true or you're just mad that he said it to an audience at all, and now you're just trying to retaliate at him and get him upset and mad, when in reality I don't think that's really going to work. I mean, again, he's been on the internet for a long time, people have said crazier things than what you're saying right now, but then again, you're just gonna get the retaliation of Soul trying to take you down, which is something he's known for. He's on his DDD time sometimes where he beats with people on the internet, and it's just the type of person to take it to the extreme once they do. And obviously after hearing what she said and being informed by his chat, Soul went on at the end of his stream and asked his chat if tomorrow, technically being today whenever I upload this, should he eviscerate, in his own words, Zoe Spencer.
Zoe calling you all types of broke and all that. Man, should I let her live tomorrow or say goodbye? You tell me. Put it in the chat.
Say goodbye, my man.
Let her live or say goodbye. Whoop. Zoe, your time has come.
Your name plus your time has come are words that you never want to hear at all. So I'm assuming later today,
he gonna drop it today, bro.
Soul is going to go on an entire deep dive on her with prep time, mind you, because he had a whole day to research and learn about her. And I'm definitely ended up going to make a video breaking down whatever he says. But for the situation right now, if you want to really know who's in the wrong or right, I can understand.
I'm gonna react to that shit, you feel me? I'm gonna react to Soviet though.
How from Zoe's perspective what Soul said was out of pocket, but I just think that's him being straight up, and as a content creator I wouldn't take it personally even if I didn't know him. I mean, a lot of people speak crazy about other people all the time on the internet, and you could tell that if you're getting posted, which is where she literally saw him on Twitter, if you're large enough to get posted on Twitter for your opinion, you can.
Bro, she just too emotional, nigga. She cried on stream, bro. That's all it is, little time.
Assume you have at least a large amount of fans for someone to be like, yeah, his opinion matters to the point I want to put it on my page because I know people are going to care. And immediately Zoe lost me when she didn't even attack his argument at all. All she's doing is just attacking him, calling him broke, calling him irrelevant, all this stuff that actually doesn't matter to what he really said. So at the end of the day, it just seems like you're just talking to talk and not talking to really refute any points or even defend yourself, just to try and disrespect him, which is going to get you nowhere, but into a situation like this where he's upset and now he wants to just tarnish your entire career. And honestly, if someone's in the right, I'm definitely not leaning towards it being Zoe Spencer, but that's just my opinion. If you want to tell me your opinion, the best way to do that would be the comment section down below, because this video is unfortunately over.
Shout out to my nigga Novely, man. Got niggas like, subscribe, bro. In this video.